So last month I heard Dr. Mercola speak at a conference I was at, and he was up on stage, like wearing a baseball cap. He had bare feet. The night before he had the orange glasses on. Like, the man walks the walk, and I was pretty impressed by that. And he talked about just his long career working online. He talked about, emails he'd received from people saying, if I hadn't found this information on your site, I might not be alive today. Or I was able to reverse, my chronic autoimmune disease because I found the information on your site. And then he told us that on June 6th of this year, his site lost 99.9% of traffic from Google. That's censorship, if I've ever heard it. And he wasn't as worried about his business as he was worried about those people who had found him, and people like you and me, but a few steps backward in their healthy living journey, like the ones who were like just getting a little bit interested in essential oils or herbs or natural remedies, or they've just been diagnosed with a chronic disease and they think, what if there's a better way? Like, what if there's a way to not do the pharmaceutical route? And he said, with like tears in his eyes, he said, how are those people going to find the right information? I mean, Dr. Mercola is a DO. He has a medical license, and he was still censored by Google, as have been some other very large sites. I don't know who's next. I don't know what's next. But I know it's getting a lot harder to find the natural health information that has so helped us here in the kitchen stewardship community on our healthy living journey. It's getting a lot harder. And when I met him later, I shook his hand and I thanked him for sharing his heart with us. And I said, a lot of my readers think you're a quack. And he kind of smiled and said, yeah, I get that. And I think he's made mistakes in the past, and maybe he's a little too commerce-based. But we've all made mistakes. I mean, modern medicine and the government and the USDA and the FDA have all led us astray in large and small ways over the years. So, no one is perfect here. But I think the bottom line is that we do deserve equal access to information. And I am not comfortable at all with a major search engine making medical information decisions for me. And I hope you aren't either. So I have 2 practical steps for you to take today. One is to start using an alternative search engine like DuckDuckGo or Ecosia. And you know what? Just test them out. Search natural remedies for X, whatever is like pertinent in your life right now, or just a term you think up. Search them dual on Google and on DuckDuckGo or Ecosia and see what kind of different results you get. I guarantee on Google you'll get WebMD, Medical News Today, Healthline.com, and I think there's a few others, Wikipedia, that are like constantly right at the top. That will not be the exact same results over on some of these alternative search engines. Like, you can literally see the censorship and the adjusting of information that makes me very uncomfortable. You can see it. So try using alternative search engines. I'm going to as well, because I've known about this for a while, but I have to admit I haven't exactly switched over yet, but it's just becoming a bigger and bigger problem in the last about a year is when this really overtly started. And the other practical tip is to begin compiling your own library of natural health information on your computer. Download the free PDFs, start buying some ebooks and e-courses, even just to collect the information with a preparedness mindset. Bookmark some sites so that you don't need to use search to find trusted resources when you're wondering what to do with your kid's ear infection in the middle of the night, or if your thyroid is performing well. You want to be able to find the right information at the right time when you need it. So I think bigger things are coming. I think more tips will be coming on how to make sure you can find health information. But for now, that's what I've got for you. The 2 things: use an alternative search engine and start building your own library. I'm Katie Kimball from Kitchen Stewardship, hoping you can find your natural health answers today and always.